Hey y'all, sometimes you have leftover biscuits. I'm going to show you how to make a crouton for your salad, and I also put these in my cookie jar thing in there because they're so crunchy and so good, and that way you won't have any leftover biscuits. Let me move this out of the way so I can push y'all back and we can see. Here's what you do. Take your leftover biscuits and cut them in half. And I always use a serrated knife because these were left over from day before yesterday. And all you do is just slice them in two, like this. And we are going to only put olive oil on it. Y'all see what's in my hair today? What is that? Y'all know what kind of flower that is? What is it, y'all? It is a gardenia. I went out and picked a bouquet a while ago, and I thought, good, I want to smell that thing all day. So I just stuck it in my head up there. All right, so take your olive oil, and you don't want to put these kind of close together so you can not miss them. Just coat it. Let me see if I can do it real easy. There we're coming. Coat each one good with your olive oil. And don't put any garlic or anything like that on it. I'm telling you, you're not going to need it. It's going to be so good. And they're hard now. William calls them hard rock biscuits, and we've done this before. Now, after you do this and get it all on there real good, I'm going to slide them around so that in case some fell off, it could get on the other side of it. I always do that. I've got my oven set on 400 degrees to let these get hot throughout and let it get hard. You can do it on 300 if you don't want to fiddle around in the kitchen much. All right, so let's put them on. Whoop! And while they're cooking, which takes a little while, let's go outside. I've got some flowers blooming I want you to see. Okay, y'all, we're back in, and our biscuits aren't quite ready, but here's what I'm doing. I've cut up an onion and some leftover Kaneka sausage and some peppers, and we're going to have us a great omelet this morning together. I'm putting them on in a pat of butter, and I'm going to get them kind of sort of hot and cooking, and then we're going to make our omelet, okay? And then we're going to do something else. I'm going to use pepper jack cheese today in my eggs. And y'all, this is so good. You don't have to eat some kind of little nothing for breakfast. Of course, it's kind of late right now. Did y'all know right now it's 10 o'clock? All I had this morning for my actual breakfast was a cup of coffee. I hadn't even eaten breakfast yet. All right, there's some cheese to put on our omelet. Now let's get our eggs out. Most of the time, I put 2 eggs in my omelet. Most of the time. I've got a lot to do today. I'm going to be going to that to the book signing and the ladies' luncheon at East McFarland Baptist Church. And so I need to be packing and doing what I got to do. I don't put any milk in my omelet, but some people do, and you know what? That's okay. All right, so we got our sausage, Kaneka sausage going over here. We got our peppers and our onion going. We got this grated up, and all we got to do now is take out our biscuits and make our omelet. Okay, our sausage, peppers, and onions are nice and tender, so I'm going to set those to the side. Pull my skillet up. I don't know if y'all have one of these flat skillets like this, but they work so good for omelets and pancakes and stuff. All right, I'm going to put a little oil in it. I'm going to use olive oil today. Sometimes I use butter. Sometimes I use olive oil. Okay. Now we're going to pour our eggs in. The other day I was watching a something on Facebook, and they flipped it over and made like a sandwich out of this stuff. I've never done that, but it looks so good. All right, now I'm going to put on my little bit of my goodie on here. I'm going to try what they did the other day. I don't know if it'll work, but it's worth a try. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Let me check our biscuits. Ooh, they're ready. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Oh, my Lord, it looks so good. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh, we're going to have a good breakfast. I wish y'all were here to eat with me. I do. I wish you were here to eat with me. All right, let's put on our cheese. Let it start getting hot. Tell me this isn't going to be delicious. It's going to be delicious. The only ones that'll see it are the ones that stayed with me. I've got so many followers, they've got a real short attention span, so they can't stay with me. Because some of my videos are so long, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's see what I can do. I'm going to try to do it like they did it. Let's see what they did. I forgot what they did. I can't even remember. They cut it some which way and all, but I don't remember how they did it. This is why I don't use 3 eggs. I want you to look at that. I know they cut it and then they flip this one over to that one. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can eat all this or not. There's a lot. I'm gonna make sure it all gets good and melty in there. Let's flip it over. Oh my goodness, it looks good. All right, I've got some blackberry jelly out that we're going to eat. Hannah, I saw her this morning and she said, my blackberries are coming in. She just planted her some thornless blackberries and she got to eat the first of it. She got a little handful. She was so excited. It is something how we get excited about little things that God's put in our path. Oh my goodness, that looks good. This might have to be my lunch and breakfast because I've got so much of it. All right, let's put our get our biscuits. Don't ever throw away a biscuit. The only time I do anything with a biscuit that's kind of iffy is sometimes I take some to Hannah's chickens. See, you got the bottom and the top right here, and they're just really good. If you got to watch them though. I already got that off. All right, let's take a bite. Let's take a bite. Come over here where I can see y'all. Can y'all come over here with me? Come over here with me and let's eat us a bite. Cause my jelly's over here. Here's my blackberry jelly. Do y'all know the difference in jelly and jam? Do you? Jam has the seeds in it. Jelly does not. That's the difference in jelly and jam. If it says blackberry jam, then it's got seeds in it. This doesn't have seeds in it, so it's jelly. It's jelly, jelly. All right, let's get us a fork. First of all, I'm going to show you this biscuit. This white Lily biscuit. You can't beat a good breakfast, y'all. You just can't do it. In the wintertime, we like to eat breakfast at nighttime. Now listen how it sounds. It is so fine. Toast those biscuits that are left over. That's the thing to do with them. How sweet it is. And here's our good omelet with all our melted cheese and all of our good stuff in it. Y'all make you one of these. Take your leftover sausage, if you got any leftover. I had a few pieces, so I decided I'd use it today. And put you some, now I use pepper jack, but you use whatever kind of cheese you want. This is such a big omelet. It's going to be my breakfast and my lunch. So this afternoon, I'll fix me like a late afternoon something. And that'll be my supper. 2 meals today. Somebody was saying the other day they wish they could find Conecuh sausage in their area. Let me tell you something. If you've got a local grocer, I'm not talking about chains and all like that. I'm talking about somebody in your town that sells groceries, local grocer. Tell him to start ordering y'all some. And they'll ship it to him, and then you can buy it right there at the store. Or you can go to their spot and get it. And so I think White Lily's in most of the stores, though. I do. I think White Lily is. If you've got those things and some eggs and some vegetables in your refrigerator, you can make this. And it'll be A-okay. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, let's go outside. Oh, and these are growing in my front yard, y'all. These are going in my front yard. So, we're going to go out here. Y'all probably can see them from right here. First of all, I've got these that are growing in just a pot in my front yard. And they're actually the same kind as in my flower bed, or similar. I just cut Hannah a bouquet just a few minutes ago of these. But here are the ones that are growing in my flower bed. My zinnias hadn't started really blooming yet. But over here, I want y'all to look how pretty these are. Look at that. They're all in here. This whole bed is solid of these flowers. And I think that this one somebody gave to me. I finished my watermelon and I threw it out here for the animals, worms or whatever wants to eat it. But here are the zinnias right here. And they really aren't blooming yet. See, they're all right in here. And one of you sent me these. These are touch-me-nots. and they're gonna have blooms right down there. My mother used to have touch-me-nots. Show you what Hannah gave me maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it died back, but it came back and with a vengeance. Look at this, how pretty. Isn't that beautiful? It's just beautiful. And this is blooming, and I'm not sure what this is. If y'all could tell me, I'd love to know. Somebody gave me a bulb, and I planted, well, actually they multiply, and I've got them all around this whole bed right here. Oh, there's some more zinnias, but here it is right here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And this little thing is blooming, and I don't have a clue what it is. Somebody gave me a seed, and I threw it out. And it's just blooming so pretty. Walk around here to my rooting bed, and I will show y'all what's growing in it. Here are the touch-me-nots. Someone gave me the seeds. Look at that. This dirt is richer right here. That's probably why they're blooming earlier. The blooms come in on the stalk. Mother used to have these in her yard. She always loved them. They're an old-timey flower. There's another one. That's a touch-me-not. Here's what happens. After they bloom, where that bloom is on that stalk, there's a little pod, I guess you'd call it, that comes up there. And if you, and the seeds are in it, and if you barely touch it, it pops open. And you're not supposed to touch them. Touch-me-nots. And so, I used to love to touch them, and they'd pop open and the seeds would fall out on the ground. And they're an annual, but they come back next year because the seeds pop out. And right here are the camellias that I'm rooting in my rooting bed. Right here I've got what? 1, 2, I've got 5 of them, I think. No, yeah, there's one right there. And they will root in this rooting bed. And I'm rooting some boxwood in the bed. And there's a violet. This is a wild violet. You've probably seen them in your woods before. The wild violets. They're beautiful. In the backyard, it doesn't look so hot because I am sprigging grass. See that little clump of grass right there and right there? And y'all can see the clumps. Do you see them? Those are pieces of St. Augustine that I dug up from around my flower bed, and I have sprigged them all out here in this yard with a shovel. And I'm telling you, it took me a while. You ever heard that old saying, if you want something done, do it yourself. If you want something done right, well, I had to do this. This is where that big tree was that I had cut down, and so when they cut it down, there wasn't anything left but dirt. I'm rooting Hannah and Anna some of the verbena. Let me show it to you. I filled these little containers right here full of soil, and I cut the verbena and I put it in here. I don't know what colors I put. I see that one's pink, but I think I put a bunch of purple in there too. And it is dry as a bone. I need to water that. I need to water it. That's for sure. I want y'all to see this because this is pretty, even though my yard's dirt. I want you to see this over here. This is Queen's Tears that some of y'all told me about. And it is blooming. Look how pretty the blooms are. Look at that. I guess because it falls down like a tear. And it's called Queen's Tears. I've got 2 pots of that. Washed my tennis shoes today. I'm letting the sun will be up in a little bit, and I'm letting them dry. Because I need them. All my plants in my fish tank are doing really super good. I'm so excited about that. There's another view of my Queen's Tears right here that hangs over so pretty. They're beautiful. Somebody told me that they don't bloom until they're root bound. So I know that both of these pots right here are root bound. I just took an old churn and turned it upside down and set my pots on it so I could get some height, because y'all see how long the leaves of the Queen's Tears are. It has to either be in a hanging pot or sitting up high on something.